Welcome back. I am in conversation with Amulya Barua, who runs a well-known designing and packaging consultancy in London. Amulya Barua, we have been talking about how you were hired by Indian Oil, how you redesigned Servo. Tell me more about that, because Servo is the most popular brand, and what is it that you designed? What was it before? And sort of, and apparently what I understand is that after the new design, there was a boom in the sales of this particular product.
Yes, that's right. I think Indian Oil, being a public company, they had to go for a global tender, and I was invited to place my tender as well, which I did, and I was chosen. And because of expertise that I have shown doing similar product for last so many years, when then my company Plus One Design came over to India, we had very good, I would say that, communication with Indian Oil. It's a huge company, and got to know the complexity of it. It was a huge, complex project.
Where was the problem initially? Where was the problem before? What is the change that you did?
Problem was that first is the look. It was look of the engine oil bottle itself. When you hold the bottle in your hand, should, first of all, it should look good in your eyes from far. Suppose it's in a retail shop.
It is immaterial that it is engine oil and not a fragrance bottle.
Oh, it's immaterial. But it has to look good. It has to attract you. And as an engine oil, Indian Oil had a bottle, I think it's original Oldsmobile bottle, which is about 25 years old. Yeah. And it has done to the dust. The look was very old. It is not inspiring. So, number one is look. Secondly, when hold the product, it should be comfortable. We are carrying a weight, 5 liter, 4 liter, etc. It should be comfortable to carry in your hand. It should be comfortable to pour the oil into the engine.
The contours have to be
absolutely
perfectly fine.
Yes. So when you pour it, it should not glurg. It should not spill out.
So there are a lot of factors.
A lot of factors.
These are the changes you did. No. You also did some sort of a cosmetic surgery, if I may use the word, on the brand called Fevicol. Yes. Because for 25 years it was running in that same package, and
yes,
now what we see in the market is something which you designed.
Yes. Fevicol, again, number one brand in adhesives, another huge task. But I found that there were scope to make it look interesting. Till we designed Fevicol packaging, it was a simple drum, white drum, and 2 elephants were imprinted on top, and it is going again for God knows 30-40 years. So industry Pidilite, who spoke to me, what can be done with it? I mean, is anything, because anywhere in the world, it's the same drum, not in India, all over the world. When it comes to adhesive, it's just a drum, cylindrical drum. Can you do something creative? I said, I think we can. So we took the project and we came up with the design, which I think totally unique, not in India, entire world.
No, the market is flooded with products. Brands compete with each other. Now, what is the key? I mean, what makes a particular brand stand out from the rest in the market, from the rest of the competition? What is it? So, for example, take the case of hair color. There's so many hair colors in the market, so many packages. If I go to a supermarket, I don't know. I mean, if I'm not a particular brand freak, if I'm the type who picks up any brand, I'd love perhaps pick up the brand which looks the best. So what is it? What is the key?
Well, the key is marketing, and then comes packaging.
The visual appeal.
Visual appeal, but when it comes to visual appeal, it's just not enough. So before that comes the marketing, which you look at the advertising part of it, how you brainwashing people bit by bit. And when you buy perfume, for example, it costs you, I don't know how much in India, say $50 or 50 pounds in standard price. Would you know that the actually cost of making a perfume is only about 2 pounds, which is comparing to what price is sold. So there's 48 pounds is gone on advertising, marketing, packaging, etc. So to answer your question, packaging, the look is the magic. It is instant look, is an appeal that it gives you impulse to buy. But back of my mind is a psychology that you heard of this product before, so you can rely on it. So how do you hear of the product? It's through advertising. You saw in television or somewhere. So it's a psychological thing as well. So look is one, but what you heard before.
But why should I trust what I heard?
It's a tendency. When you see something in print, you believe in it. When you see something in television, you start believing in it. It's just it grows on you. So somebody tells you, you may not believe, but if you keep on hearing all the time through the TV or basically through media, you tend to have a sense of recognition. When you see the product,
it rings a bell.
Rings a bell, that's right. And so I saw this in TV, so it must be good.
Slightly different question. People like you talk about something called contemporary design. Now, who decides what is contemporary?
We actually, to my personal formula is not contemporary, is to be always be successful. We have to design something that's going to work. Sometimes very traditional design will work more than contemporary design. Now, what is contemporary? To answer that is that trends keep on changing every few years. Things are changing, your trousers are changing, your jackets are changing, the cuts are changing, hairstyle is changing. So there has to be change, something new to excite people. So whatever in the trend, suppose tomorrow the blue color is in trend, the whole season will be blue. Everybody wearing blues, especially in Europe. It's every 3 months the colors are changing.
Yeah.
So that's that's the trend, and trend is contemporary. Now when it comes to packaging, it cannot be every 3 months because it's a very expensive process.
Absolutely.
So when you design, you think of a decade, 10 years.
How do you do that? Is it just gut feeling? Is it some kind of advanced planning? Is it just you go by intuition?
Absolutely no intuition, experience.
Experience.
And expertise. We have gone through, like you're interviewing so many people of different areas, your experience on that area, diverse areas. So same way we are designing worldwide for various products, various markets. So without our knowledge, we are gaining experience.
So experience was the key.
It's experience the key.
No, for example, you have designed a bottle of whiskey for the Wild West, as the tagline goes. Now, mythology, history. Do you go into that while go back into the past while designing a product like that?
Absolutely. You look at the culture. Yes, packaging involves history, future, culture, literature, many things psychologically.
Even mythology.
Mythology. Mm-hmm. So you pick something out of the lot which is going to work for a certain product. So it's not just doing a pretty design, and that is mostly people do. Generally, designers do.
Absolutely.
But it has to be deep.
So it's a pretty tricky business, I would say.
It is not. It needs a lot of studies. Yes.
A lot of studies.
A lot of studies.
Absolutely. On that note, we shall go for another short break, but stay on. We'll be right back.